Hi there guys, it's DJ here from Reptiles for Centuries, and it's 2024 and we're still currently in the ball python recession, but is that really a bad thing? So it's been around 3 months since we last updated you guys in terms of the current situation or the previous situation of the ball python market. Ever since I've been involved with ball pythons and the genetics of ball pythons, I've heard the term that the market is going to crash, you need to get out of it. And that's something common. I think you guys have probably heard it yourself. And a lot of the old breeders and new breeders or existing breeders will tell you that the market has never crashed completely. Yes, that the animals are selling for a bit of a lower value and maybe not selling as fast as they previously would, but the market has not crashed. So here's a few tips and tricks of how you can survive these difficult times in the ball python recession. So the first tip we spoke about in the previous video, but we're just going to expand a bit more on it today, is to restructure your collection and add animals to your collection which can add a lot of value. So for instance, here we've got a double-head clown-pied female, and this is actually one of our original females that we actually imported back in 2014. So this female has been in our collection for almost 10 years now. And we're actually just to the point now where we can replace this female with double visual hatchlings from her offspring, or actually double visual animals from her herself. So this shows you guys after 10 years only we are able to breed animals which can actually replace the mom of the clutch. So the animal we actually are keeping back is this yellow-bellied clown-pied female. And this female will just help us in the near future to go into a different project. We can either add desert ghost, ultramole, or even other co-dominant animals to this combination to increase the coloration and even the patterning. So in these times, it's a perfect time to actually sell some of the animals off that's not part of your collection and replace them probably with better animals which can help you in the long term a lot quicker, get to the end results, and also have more long-term value in your collection. Since we last updated you guys about the ball python market, there's a few things that I've personally experienced and I'd like to share it with you guys today. We also took in consideration a lot of you guys' comments on the video, and most of you guys are also accurate. There's a lot of positive and negative things with this ball python recession that we're going through. So what I've experienced in the last couple of months is that animals are still selling. They're not selling exactly at the same pricing that they were selling, let's say, a year ago, but the snakes are still selling. So it still means that people are buying animals for their collections and to grow their collections even further. We here at Reptiles for Centuries also are going through a restructuring period where we're looking at our animals and seeing which projects we want to go forward with the future. That means also we've got the opportunity to add new animals to our collection that can add a lot of value in the near future. In 2018, we also saw a huge decline in the pricing of the ball pythons, and the animals were also not selling as fast. 2018 and 2019 were some more difficult years with the ball pythons, but in 2020 we saw that the prices slowly started to increase again and to stabilize in the market. So here's an example of what has happened in 2018 to 2020. So before the year of 2017, pies were actually selling for around 3,500 Rand or $200. Then during 2018, the prices decreased to around 1,500 Rand or even less than $100. In 2020, the prices started to stabilize again, and prices for pies went back to a normal, where pies prices were either 3,500 Rand or $200. So what I want to come back to, guys, is in a sense the market will stabilize again. We're all feeling the effects of the market currently, but with saying this is also not necessarily bad. I've been speaking to people who's in different industries, and they've also said to me that they're feeling a decline in sales and a decline of new people investing into their different businesses and also in these different industries. So can you say it's just the ball python market, or is it an industry-wide thing, which we can say is an economical influence of everything? So what I want to come back to is, if you've got certain projects which you are passionate about, but you know that the market conditions are maybe not ideal at the time, and you want to wait and still go forward with those projects, this is the perfect time to get those males and those females up to the right condition. By allowing the females to grow one extra year, that could mean to a larger size of clutch, and in return the female will be also in better condition. A larger clutch of eggs means you've got more possibilities of getting the desired outcome that you want. So in short, don't just breed for the sake of breeding, be very specific of what you are producing. In 2020 and 2021 we saw a huge increase in people investing into ball pythons and into the reptile industry itself. During 2020 and 2023, it was also amazing years, and now at the end of 2023 and the start of 2024, we're going a bit through a recession. But if you compare all of the industries, for instance, by prices of houses, in 2021, it was much more than what it is today. And not just that, banks were giving easier granting loans and the interest rates were lower. So in my opinion, it's an industry-wide recession in a sense, and everything will stabilize again if you hold on to your projects. Many wealthy entrepreneurs in the real estate industry actually made their investments or made their money back during times where they invested into real estate, where the properties were at the lowest point, and they resold the houses when the market conditions were good again. So what I want to come back or compare it to the ball pythons is the perfect time is to invest into the ball pythons at the moment. You can set yourself up with a fairly good conditions for probably half or less of the price that you could have done a year ago, and at least you can have projects that's going to be an ongoing project. So now let's go see what you guys can exactly do. So the second tip I'd like to give you guys is to adapt to the market conditions and plan your projects to specifically breed just what you want to breed. So if I take for us Reptiles for Centuries as an example, in 2017 we bred 76 clutches, and we actually the following 2 seasons we only bred 31 clutches each year. So 2018 and 2019 we reduced our collection or the amount of animals that we produced the previous years, just to also adapt to the market conditions. And slowly, as the market conditions were right again and our collection were where we wanted it to be, we started to increase the amount of clutches that we bred. So what I want to come back to is just don't breed animals for the sake of breeding. Be very specific with what you want to achieve in the near future, and make sure to stay focused on what you want to produce. So the last tip I'll give you guys is to be patient and be present. So don't go and panic sell all of your animals. These times is actually where it's the perfect time to get into new projects and restructure your collection and work with those desired projects that you are really passionate about. But by going out and selling your whole collection is not going to benefit you in these times. Rather stick it out and work with the projects that you want to work with. In the long term, you won't regret it. And another thing is to be present. Try and get and build a community around you. So whether it being going to expos, being more present on social media, or just in general getting more people involved with snakes would be the ideal situation. I mean, at the end, we need more people in the reptile community because the snakes and reptiles are just awesome animals in general. The main focus of today's video is to show you guys how to restructure your collection and how to invest into the ball pythons. And I'm not just saying that because I'm selling ball pythons, but it's because I'm also reinvesting and restructuring my collection every year and every time I get the opportunity. So here's one of the latest animals we invested in, and I'm super excited to show you guys these animals on the next video.